little bit about Chevrolet's option codes. A lot of people don't understand what it means when a car has an L89 engine. L89 is aluminum heads, and this is a maximum performance engine for what GM would call a mid-sized car. L89 designated aluminum heads on a high-performance engine. The L88 version was used in Corvettes. Now the L88 was rated at 565 horsepower, but more likely 600 horsepower. So the option codes, whether it could be a Z28, a Z11, Z24, all those codes, basically the Z stood for Zora Arca Stuntop. It was because it was a performance package. They gave the Z number in respect and honor to Zora. So the road racing cars with Z28 was named after Zora, Z11, ZL1, all those codes were ultra high performance racing cars. Now the engine code was one code, and then the chassis was another. So like an Impala could have a Z24, which would be a sport racing package, and then it could also have an L72 engine. So you would have to check off those option codes. When the factory built the car, they knew what parts to put on the car as it went down the assembly line. So the build ticket would be usually stuck to the fuel tank, and as the car was built, the assemblers should select the options that were going to be bolted to the car as it was built. So in this case, the L89 was a very rare package because Chevrolet did not want to sell high-powered engines to mid-sized cars. It was too much power. But that's why this is so rare. But this is basically a racing car. There's a bench seat. It's ready to race. It's a lightweight car. It's a post car, not a hardtop. It was built for racing. If you're interested in looking up what your car was built with, there are books that explain what the Chevrolet ordering option codes were when the car was built. In this case, the L89 told the factory assembly line workers which engine to put in this car. The L series was a performance engine. Now, the lowest one I can recall is L36, which would be your basic 390 horse 427. Then they went to the L71, and then L72, which was a 425 horse 427. And from there, they went to L88, it was a 427 with aluminum heads. In this case, L89 in a Chevelle was a 396 with aluminum heads. So if you want to know what your car was built with, try and find the build sheet, which is sometimes taped to the fuel tank, and look up what your car was built with. Sometimes it's in the glove box. It will tell you what codes the car was built with and what the car could be worth.